Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. Every good business has got their mascot. Geico's got the Gecko, Allstate's got Jake, KFC's got the Colonel, Progressive's got Flo, Planters has the Peanut, Aflac has the Duck, Kool-Aid has the Kool-Aid Man, and Liberty Mutual has Limu, Emu, and Doug. But now, Fat Joe is telling Ozempic that they might need the Ozempic Man. Check this out.
Ozempic Man!
Why would you be dressed as an Ozempic and not have none? Like, if you need that in these streets.
Ozempic Man! You see, I got the little needle on the top and all that.
Yo, you're a bozo. I didn't even see that.
I got the needle on the top. Yo.
I didn't even see that.
Somebody hit up Ozempic, let them know. It's Ozempic Man.
You'd be a great candidate for that. Like, seriously.
I want to be an Ozempic
like,
candidate.
you really would. And then I'll have a direct line.
Can somebody get me the connect of Ozempic, the pure?
Why my man got the needle on the top and he said, can somebody get me the connect to Ozempic? I am done. But the more I think about it, Fat Joe actually might make a very good Ozempic Man. Now, check this out. P. Diddy done gone and hired basketball phenom Lethal Shooter to help him get his game right. Check out P. Diddy taking a few shots around the yard.
Hey man,
What's up, baby?
second workout.
Let's
Let's get it, baby. Cold outside.
Nice. That's probably like the worst jump shot that a black man can have. So I had to call my brother. Lethal Shooter had a couple of shoulder operations. No excuses though.
Okay. Okay.
Yo, did anybody get that on film?
Why is Diddy out there celebrating like he just won the NBA championship? Well, anyways, after seeing P. Diddy out there shooting around, a whole bunch of people had something to say. And one person said, he shoots like he dances. And then somebody else was like, he would have been going to get that ball he threw. And then somebody else said, with all of these allegations going on involving your name, the worst person you could call on earth is a ninja named Lethal Shooter. And then after that, somebody else said, I'm interested in applying for the guy holding a large lightsaber position. Yo, what was that dude out there doing with the light? Was he like there to light up the court? That right there is crazy. Listen, let me know what you think about Diddy getting out there and taking a few shots. Do you think the form is right? Or you think, yo, he need to put the ball down and stick to music? Let me know what you think in the comments. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, check this out. The other night, rapper Jeezy did an interview with Nia Long, and during their discussion, they got into some very sensitive topics, and Jeezy disclosed that when he was a young boy, he was abused by somebody who used to babysit him. Check out a quick snippet of the interview.
What was the activation moment of trauma for you?
The first was being left with a babysitter that was a woman that was older than me, and her, touching and doing things to me that don't normally happen to kids. Right?
Like molesting.
Right, basically. Yeah. So I was introduced to sex at a very young age.
Really young?
Yeah.
Listen, this right here is just heart-wrenching, and I hate that like so many young children share the same story. Anybody who puts their hands on a child in any way, shape, or form that is not appropriate should be put under the jail. And with that being said, parents, you can't just be leaving your kids with just anybody. I mean, if you're gonna let somebody babysit your kids, you better vet them like you're in the CIA and they're running for president. Cause it kills me. Some parents just leave their kids with anybody. But you ask that same parent like if you could borrow the keys to their car, and they're like, nah, I can't do that. That's my baby. What is that? How in the world are you going to be more discerning about who you give your car to than who you give your kids to? I mean, that right there is crazy. Look, we got to do a much better job as a society, as a whole, of protecting the babies, because there are too many like men and ladies that have a similar story, and this is not cool in any way, shape, or form. I mean, if there's one thing that we should be doing, and that we should all agree on, is that we want our children to be safe. And yo, this is where I would usually be like, listen, let me know what you think about Jeezy in the comments. But I'm not going to do that today. Instead, I'm going to ask you to send up a positive prayer for this young brother. And I'm also going to ask you to leave a positive word for him in the comments. Because we want to be a supportive community and we want to help him heal from these past traumatic events. Now, check this out. The other day, Joe Budden went live with one of his co-hosts from like the Joe Budden podcast, and he wanted to set the record straight because Joe is saying that he did not get jumped in the club the other night, the way that like people are saying. I mean, people are saying he got stomped out, but Joe is saying that's not true. Joe said he simply got punched in the face the other night, and he said that the dude who punched him wouldn't have even got that far if he wouldn't have been wearing like a pair of Uggs on the wet club floor. Check this out.
Tell y'all about these new Uggs. I'm telling y'all about these Uggs.
Jump and stop that you got.
No. Never believe the internet rumors. Come on. Never believe it. No, nigga cop back and sock me one good time. Bow. But then that's all you gonna get. I keep telling y'all, I get the punch well. Now we gotta get it on. Now we gotta go. And I don't like the internet stuff. Don't believe that. That's it.
Was it a power shot? Was homie strong? Was it like, oh, he put the power behind it?
Wet floor saved his life, man. Wet floor.
Yo, I just need to know two things. One, why in the world was Joe Budden wearing a pair of like furry slide-on Uggs in the club? And then two, do you think that Joe Budden is keeping it real when he says that the reason why he was unable to get up and like smash the dude who like punched him in the face is because his slide-on Uggs didn't afford him enough traction on the wet club floor? I don't know, Joe, because I done seen people fight barefoot in jellies and flip-flops and slippers and in hospital socks. I done seen it all, and I don't know if that Ugg excuse is gonna fly. But before you make your determination into the validity of Joe Budden's statement, let's hear a little bit more about the fight from Queen's Flip. Check this out.
Joe got punched. When Joe got punched, Joe ended up responding and fighting back, and they were slipping on the floor because the floor was wet, and that's what happened. Joe got up, was swinging, and that's it. Joe didn't get jumped. Joe got snuffed. He didn't see it coming. He was walking, got snuffed. Not like he saw it coming. They snuffed him. Cool. He didn't get jumped. Shout out to them for not jumping him. I like that. I fuck with them that. Yo, we ain't jumping that one off. Got the one off, slipping. Slipping on the floor, and that's it. That's what happened. Nigga, the popped Joe's bottle. He did. Cracked him. Crack! Popped his bottle. And Joe had the Uggs on. Popped his bottle. That's what happened. Get punched every day, B. Have kerfuffles every day. We gotta stop highlighting it. I do agree with this from a street perspective. You gotta be careful what you say outside, right? Because anybody can see outside, but I think that Joe is like myself. It's like a lot of these blogs, not a lot, there's a selective few of bloggers that's saying something that's outside that will see you. Yo, I see you. What's up, my I see you. And a lot of times it don't happen. I mean, some love and they gonna do that, but don't involve me. Don't involve Flip. Yo, Flip, you ain't do nothing. Leave my name. I see y'all on Twitter. Flip, where you at? That suck my dick, neighborhood.
Okay, so now that you heard more of the story, let me know what you think. Do you think that the dude who rolled up on Joe Budden and just snuffed him in the club was saved by the wet floor and the Uggs? But with that being said, have you guys noticed this season that there is an extreme uptick in the number of people talking about they want to fight? I mean, the bloggers want to fight the bloggers, the commenters want to fight the bloggers want to fight the commenters. I mean, this is like crazy. Why does everybody in the hip-hop community want to fight? I don't know. Let me ask Charleston White. Charleston, why is everybody out here in the hip-hop community trying to fight?
This group is illiterate. This group here struggles with not just reading, but reading comprehension. So in order for you to spell words like LMK or LMFAO, what's that other one? They spell hell, E.
As hell, ASL.
Yeah, so in order for you to rewire your brain,
Chicago started that though.
But they can't read in Chicago neither. Them niggas dumb in the motherfucker up there. Them babies in Chicago dumb in the motherfucker. You hear how they rap? That's where mumbling rapping come from. Niggas mumbling can't pronounce words. Don't know what them words is. So lack of education is what you see in the hip hop community, because the hip hop community don't value education. If a nigga can play basketball, nigga, he don't value education enough to go get the education, then go to the league. So they can't read, they can count, they lack reading comprehension. And there's nothing in schools, or there's nothing really at home to help this group of gangsters or this group of gangbangers, help them with their critical thinking skills. That's why most of their crimes are so brazen. They can't critically think. That's why you see a 10-year-old little boy get bullied with a bag of chips and go straight to the car and come out and shoot a gun immediately. Start shooting people. He can't critically think. There's nothing in our society right now that's developing critical thinking skills. There's nothing in the black community, there's nothing in the hip hop community, my nigga, that helps a nigga understand when he reads something, how to read to comprehend. That's why folks argue over posts. That's why this group of people seem like they can't understand nothing and they can't get along with nothing because they lack the ability to comprehend.
What do you think? Do you think that Charleston White is right? Let me know in the comments. Now, peep this. Somebody named The Effect jumped on social media and they have a question that they want to ask you about Sexyy Redd. The Effect said, quote, "Okay, name one white star that behaves like Sexyy Redd. I'ma get my coffee while you come up with an answer." End quote. Listen, I want to hear the answer too. If you can think of one white star that acts like Sexyy Redd, please put their name down in the comments section. Now, let me break you off a piece of good news. On Tuesday night, Yussef Salem, one of the Central Park Five, now known as the Exonerated Five, was elected to Harlem City Council seat. So, in the same city that falsely convicted him as a teenager and put him behind bars in the infamous Central Park jogger case, this man is now one of the city's lawmakers, which just goes to show you that you can't keep a good man down. Congratulations to Salem, and I'm absolutely sure that he's going to get out there and represent for the people, because this young man definitely knows what's up. Now, check this out. On a recent episode of the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian revealed that her daughter North enjoys spending more time over at her father's house because when she's over at Ye's, she gets more freedom. When talking to Kourtney, Kim said, quote, "North, she'll go to her dad's. She'll be like, Dad is the best. He has it all figured out. He doesn't have a nanny. He doesn't have a chef. He doesn't have security. He lives in an apartment." End quote. Well, Kanye West's new wife Bianca Censori apparently has a problem with Kanye West's old wife Kim Kardashian's parenting skills or lack thereof, because sources close to Ye say that Bianca believes that Kim is putting her and Ye's children in danger when she continuously discusses private family business on the Kardashians. When discussing the subject, one source said, quote, Bianca thinks it was quite tacky of Kim to divulge this information on the Kardashians, and by doing so, she was actually putting her kids' safety in jeopardy. The public doesn't need to know that their kids wouldn't be without protection at any time. She just wants Kim to stop talking about her and her husband Kanye in a negative light to try and make herself look better. End quote. Okay, I can see where the new wife is coming from, because I do think that, like, it's a safety hazard to be putting that information out there. And Kim knows better, because she was talking about she needed to be more, like, careful after she got robbed in Paris. But with that being said, I really don't know if it's the new wife's place to say it to Kim. I think that she might have to relay that information through Ye. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that it's Bianca Censori's place to say anything to Kim Kardashian about the choices that she makes when it comes to her kids? Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Now, peep this. The other day, Missy Elliot became the first female rapper to ever be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And a lot of people have been giving Missy her props. But even more people are giving Missy her props after they done seen her mother. So this is what happened. Shortly after receiving her award, Missy jumped online and wrote, quote, Fun fact, my mom never seen me perform live before, because I said, Lord, she gon' gag hearing some of these songs live. But I couldn't have her miss my induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I said, Mama, close your ears when I say something crazy. This is her at the Rock Hall. End quote. And then Missy Elliot posted a picture of her mother. And when people saw this picture, they were like, ain't no way that's your mother. This woman looks like she's your sister. Source, can you please post a picture of Missy and her mother side by side? Wow, I mean, that right there is absolutely amazing. Missy's mother is a stunning woman, and so is her daughter. And we want to say congratulations to Missy for becoming the first female rap artist ever inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, if anybody deserved the honors, it would be Missy, because this young lady has always done her thing. Listen, let me know what you think about Missy Elliot finally getting her accolades, and also, let me know what you think about Missy's mother looking far younger than her age. I mean, this chick right here needs her own, like, cosmetic and, like, skincare line, because, I mean, this right here is beautiful. Listen, let me know what you think in the comments. And hey, yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.